Okay. Hello everyone, we're live.
I.
So let's check if it works. Let's check if
Yes.
everything works.
What about the connection? Can you see us?
I think it works.
Yes.
Yes.
Dope.
Okay. Judges, hello. Hello, judges.
Hello, what's up? Chris is eating dope. Okay, Abelix, how are you?
I'm good, and you guys?
Ah, we are good too. So, guys, today we have top 16 battles.
Yes. It's looking fresh, as you can see.
And so we'll go like that. We'll watch first battle. After we ask you about the decision. So you choose the winner and we go to the next battle. Easy.
Something like that. Okay, guys, so we will start.
Okay, and guys, I think it will be perfect if at battle time you will turn off the microphones.
Yes.
Microphone 1 2 1 2 testing.
Yeah, because there's some sounds, extra sounds.
Yeah, dope. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
let's go the first battle. Neo Boogie from Italy versus Dima Smirnov from Russia.
I.
Okay, Neo Boogie, show us what you got. Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
Yeah.
The sound check. Yes. Okay, Neo Boogie. Let's.
Good luck. I. Good energy.
Okay,
And
let's check.
answer Dima. Dima, what about you? Okay.
Sure.
I. Thank you.
Okay, judges. Now you will have
30 seconds.
for each to choose.
Yeah. So let's start. I don't know. Let's start from the ladies. Chris, what you think? Who is the winner?
Okay, we got to right now. What you said? One more time.
You have 30 seconds to tell maybe why you choose.
Me, Chris.
Chris, let's go.
Now
Yes.
I'm telling that. So for me, the first one guy won, the Neo Boogie from Italy. Do I have to comment it somehow, or I'm just saying?
How you prefer?
As you
Yeah, I think we should keep commenting like we did it before. So for me, like both were dope. I know this guy from Russia for sure, but Neo Boogie, he was a bit more like powerful. He was like creating music. So for me, he took this one.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, one goes to Neo Boogie. Okay, Sheva, what about you?
Okay, so mine will be also for New Boogie from Italy. He was cleaner in this round, and what I can give a piece of advice for this guy, the other one from Russia, what's his name?
Dima.
Roman?
Roman. Okay,
I don't remember.
okay, so it's for you, bro. Keep the execution in the movement because you are dope. Your technique in pop is dope. Your technique in isolation in body is dope. But sometimes you start something and don't finish that till the end. And be till the end. Do your move when you start something. Finish that. Execute your movement properly because with your technique, if you add this aspect, it will look much better.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
thank
you,
you. And
Sheva.
Obelix, what about your decision?
Well, I have to say mine is going to go also to Neo Boogie from Italy. I do think for Roman from Russia, they already said everything that is supposed to be said. I would just say like to breathe a little bit between movements and to control a little bit your texture. For the rest, you're in a good path. So let's go.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so 2-1, and it goes to Neo Boogie.
From Italy. Aye, aye, applause! Boo, 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 boo.
Okay, thank you, judges. So we continue second battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Wait.
can turn
Can
off
you-
your mics. Yes.
Okay, so Kenny from India versus Krichak from Poland.
I,
Okay.
Kenny, let's go. Kenny, India. I thank you. So, and the ends were from Krichak, Poland. I. I thank you. So,
Okay, okay. So judges, judges.
Okay.
Let's start with Obelix this time.
Wait, I didn't hear you.
Let's,
Now I hear.
okay, let's go with Obelix this time.
yes, Obelix, what about your decision?
Okay, so I will go for Krisha from Poland because I think that he was more connected with the music. He made more sense with his movement with the music, and he was a little bit had more personality, more character on the movement itself. So for me, it's for him. But for I don't know, I don't remember his name from India.
Krichak.
Krichak.
Yeah. So I think he has really great power, great technique. But I just think his movement was always from movement to movement to movement, there was no connection directly with the music. So it was like movement, movement, movement. For me, that's my opinion. So just work on that.
Okay,
The
okay,
rest, good.
okay. Thank you. So
No,
one,
wait. There is something with microphone, I think.
wait, Abilix, do you hear us?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yes.
hear
So
it. I
Oh,
hear it.
it's
okay,
fine.
okay, sorry, yeah.
So
So
good in the hood.
So you choose Krichak from Poland. That's your
Yes.
decision, yes.
okay.
So Sheva, what about you?
Okay. My vote will also go to this guy. His name is Krihaji, actually.
Sorry. Krihaji.
And I explain why. It was really close in the two aspects because the first guy, Pop, was really clean, really nice, and really strong, and on camera it looks good. But he needs to, Kenny, you need to work more on connection. Yeah, as Obalik said, connect your movement more and relax sometimes. Take your time to speak when you dance because your pop technique as pop itself is crazy good. It looks really, really, really dope. Just work and relax your body and it will be beautiful what you do.
Dope. Can you say one more time what the name, like, right to pronounce?
How to pronounce it right? It's Krihaji.
Krihaji.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry, sorry me. Okay, Chris, what about your decision?
You don't need me guys anymore.
No, we need.
But
It's already
we want to
decided,
know. It's
right?
not about the
No,
win or lose.
for me, uh, the the one from Poland, he's really one of my favorites. One in Poland because he really has a character and style. He's really dope. I'm always telling him that. But this round for me was going to Kenny. I know it's not needed also, but still, for me, powerful, like energetic, and I like the way he dance. I like his pop. So for me, like if I have to give some advice to Kenny because he's out now, I would tell him just like keep going and keep searching for his own like dance style. I really loved all this like I don't know if it was like Indian or something.
This thing
This
was
all
nice.
these
It was
things
really
with
dope.
hands, like something like folk things maybe. I don't know where it got them from, but that was cool for me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
It was
That,
really
that
dope.
was
It was
fresh.
really dope. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Dope.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, judges. So we can continue.
The third battle,
No.
number 3.
Battle number 3. Biolvu from Russia versus T-Boogie from Vietnam.
I,
Okay.
Bielbuf, let's go. I.
Let go.
I thank you and answer the boogie from Vietnam. I.
T-Boogie. Let's go. Oh, it's online. We can wait.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
So, the judges, we need your decision. So,
Decision.
Beowulf and the Boogie.
Okay.
let's start with Sheva. Sheva, you're
Yeah,
first.
I'm the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this round I give to Beowulf according to the popping as itself, the popping techniques as itself. His understanding of body and popping as a position pop and dance in this case was looking better for me. But for the guy, what's his name from the Vietnam?
The Boogie.
The Boogie.
T-Boogie. T-Boogie, bro, you're so creative. You are really stylish and really creative. It looks really dope. You're tying your lines and the structure of your dance, for me, it looks really clean and really dope. Work more on your body, on your chest, on your hips, and your head, because your structure in the dance is really often like this, like the frame. Try to move more in here and stretch more your body so it will be more 3D than only the techniques you use.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you, Sheva.
Thank you. So, you choose?
Beowulf.
Yes. Okay. Obelix, what about your decision?
I was like, they're gonna go to Chris, but no, it's gonna be me. So okay. So for me, actually, it was really tight for me because I really loved the originality of the second guy. But I thought that Beowulf was actually tighter and cleaner for me. So it was really like originality versus almost technique. So I would go directly to Beowulf because he still had creativity. He still had creativity, and he still had a lot of good moments in his dance. The thing I would say to Ty is just to continue to do what you do and keep on pushing that creativity because you're really good. I would just say like it was really tight for me.
Okay, so
Okay.
two to Beowulf.
Yeah, so Chris, sorry. Next time you will be first.
Like always.
No, you will be
You know,
first. Sorry.
Anyway, well, I would judge for Beowulf anyway because he's my student. No, I'm joking. No, for real, like I enjoyed the structure of dance of how did you say T-boogie?
Yeah, T-Boogie.
Yeah,
The
I
Boogie.
guess like that's really in Vietnam they have some kind of I don't know like dance how to say kind of dance style where they're really clear in what they do conceptually and they go from one concept to another and that's dope really but for me that's like technically he was just a bit like less than Beowulf like that's it but I enjoyed this Pokemon dance in the end like I like that.
Okay, so the winner of this round is Beowulf from Russia.
I see you. See you in the next battle.
Okay, judges, turn off your microphone. Let's go to the next battle.
Arriba!
Okay, battle number 4, Jimmy Saito from Lithuania versus Hui TK from Vietnam.
I.
Let's
We
start
know
with
these guys.
Lithuania. Lego, Jimmy Saito. 3, 2,
1. It doesn't work in our life. It doesn't work in our life. Jimmy Saito said you have to do it one more time.
Okay, sorry, what again? Sheva?
Can you
Yeah.
put it from the beginning, the Jimmy Saito?
Jimmy
because we
Saito
had
from the
some
beginning.
problem
Yeah,
there.
it was stopped and we
Okay,
didn't see it.
okay, okay, let's go one more time.
more
Jimmy
time.
Saito from Lithuania.
Stay positive.
Okay.
Let's go.
I
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Jimmy Saito.
Let's go to Hui TK from Vietnam.
Answer.
In 3, 2, 1. No bad Wi-Fi connection.
Okay.
Vietnam in the house.
Hope everything's fine.
Yes. Ah, yeah.
Okay. So let judges watch till the end. And I think we can start. So, judges, please turn on your microphones.
Please, let's start.
And let's start
Okay.
with Chris.
Yes.
Chris, you go
Yeah,
first.
yeah, I'm here. Okay. So for me, this one goes to the guy from Vietnam, the Hui TK, for sure, because he was like technically dope. He had concept. He was, I don't know, everything was like on point for me. Of course, Jimmy Saito was dope too. I know this guy
Yeah, it was a
also,
good battle.
but for me, that's now is just about like this one was better and that's it.
Okay, thank you,
got
Chris. Sheva, what about you?
Yeah, I'll be the same with TK from Vietnam. Bro, in this round he was cleaner, he was better, he was just in musicality way, in construction of the dance for me it was better. But Jimmy Saito, bro, keep going. I know you work, I know you do it, I know you practice, so go for it. It's the battle in the internet, so just understand and let's go.
Yes. Thank you. Abelix, what about your decision?
Yeah, it's for me it's the same thing. I would go for the guy from Vietnam. Although I love the style from Jimmy Saito, and I think he's really clean and compact and has a lot of character. Um, I think the other guy was better. What's his name, by the way? Sorry.
Hui TK.
Jimmy Saito,
Ah,
No, no, the other one
Vietnam.
from Vietnam.
with TK.
Yep.
Okay, so I just heard after the name, so I'm gonna say anyway the guy from Vietnam. So
Okay,
the guy
okay.
from
I
Vietnam
got you.
was
I
was
got
better
you.
for me just because he was way cleaner in his way of dancing. So it was really like two different styles of dancing, and the guy from Vietnam was better in his style. So for me, that's it.
Okay, thank you, judges. So, the winner of this round is Hui TK.
Applause! Congratulations! Dope.
Yeah, good battle, Jimmy Saito. Good battle.
Keep
Really good
going.
battle. Okay, so we continue. Next battle is Tresakovo versus Sergey. Russia versus Russia.
Oh my god.
So, Russia will win this round for sure.
For real.
Let's go, girl. You start first.
Preskova. Right.
And
Let's go. Yeah.
okay, thank you. I think
And
it's only one girl in battles
so,
today.
Serge, your answer.
Sergey.
Serge.
Russia. Let's go. So, they're just finishing to watch the battles. And okay, so for this time, let's start with Obelix. Obelix, you go first.
Sorry. What's the name of the guy? Sorry.
Serge. Serge.
Serge. Yeah, yeah. And the name of the girl?
Teresakova.
Masha, yeah, it's Masha.
Oh, my.
Masha. Okay. So, so yes. So I really think that it was super tight again because Masha has a lot of power and she has a lot of control technique. Um, I do think that Serge was a little bit more dynamic, in my opinion. He created some really good moments, and so for me, I think this one is going to go for Serge. Um, but I do think that the girl Masha is really going. She has a lot of power and she has a lot of talent. So I don't have a lot of feedback to give her because she's already in a really good way. So props, respect.
Dope. Thank you. So, Chris, what about your decision?
Ha, ha.
You never
So,
know.
for me, this one goes definitely to Serge. I like Masha really. For me, that means a lot that she's a girl and she's pushing her way in popping scene. That's dope, really. That she's really powerful, and I've known her when she started, and now she's really like great. For me, she like Obelix said it already. She's on her way, and that's like the right way. But for me, Serge was like really more of everything, like more of technique, more of power, more of different movements. Like that's it. So I'm for Serge.
Okay, thank you. And Sheva, what about you?
Yeah, I'll be the same. I'm for Serge in this round, but Masha, what I've seen, she progressed a lot, and her musicality and your musicality, Masha, it's amazing. Discover, it's really dope. It's really dope. The musicality, but what I can give you, I can give you a piece of advice. For one, work on your isolated paths and work on your path and stability of your path to make it not every time shaking, but sometimes try to make it more clean and sharp and try to work on your path. If your path will be better and more controlled, your dance will be much more controlled and it will look much better. So that's all from me. But it was really dope battle.
Yes.
Cool, thank
Okay,
you.
so the winner of this round is Serge.
Applause, applause.
Okay,
Dope.
so judges, let's go to the battles.
Number 6. Battle number 6.
Okay, before we get. Okay, let's go.
So, I, dope.
Okay,
Google one answer. We keep going.
let's go. Oh, Vietnam. Okay. Stop.
Let's start one more time.
Yeah, one more
Don't
time.
stress. Lord. Okay.
Let's go. Okay, no. Don't work like this. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, judges. Sorry, dancers, but I think we must to see it more clear. So let's wait.
Yeah, till
Downloading.
then, when it's
Okay, let's go now. It's video.
okay, it can happen like that. It's online.
So, judges. Okay, judges finishing watching the battle. Okay. Okay, so Abilix, let's start with you.
Yes. Um, I thought for me this one goes to D Smooth.
Okay.
I just don't remember the name of the second guy. What was his name?
Bugaluan.
Bugaluan. Okay. Yeah. So sorry, it was just a delay. But okay, so I thought it was for this mood because he was way more patient and this technique for me was cleaner and he had more control in the music. I thought that Google One was good also, and he was clean, but I thought he was a little bit more basic on the music and a little bit more uh, control, like how can I say, inside of the box for movement itself. So it was a little bit too much on the same frame musically. So for me, these although they were both really good, these moods was better in this one for me.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Okay, so let's go with Chris. Let's make Sheva last.
Yeah, yeah. So I totally like 100% agree with Obelix. Like I felt like really the same way. For me, like what Obelix said is I felt like maybe the this move, the first one he had, for me, it looked like he had just more experience. He was more patient. He was sitting in the bucket of music, just playing with beat easily. So like it felt more natural, but still it was close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Sheva.
Well, I'll just agree, and for me, this move took this one. But what I want to say to Google One, bro, you are really like prospering good. Your creativity is nice. What I can give you the piece of advice: try to. I had the same problem many years. Try to stretch in here, and try to stretch your hips because your body stands still, and also put your head up. Try to play with your head because head is the thing that talks a lot during the dance. And when you don't work with your head, when you don't move your head, when you don't look, you like stop the communication that flows through your dance. So try to move your head more. You are on a good way and keep practicing,
Yeah.
because it's really good what you do.
I'm the same way. I'm not moving my head also. So I feel that, bro. That's because of practicing in front of the mirror, actually.
Maybe yes.
Yeah, because you always watch yourself in the mirror like this.
And then and then you dance here. Like most of the dancers, they have this like the horizon here set up, and they dance like not till the end down, but a little bit down. And lots of the people they stay with the hand here. But and in that moment, communication stops. So all of the poppers, be careful in that aspect. Try to push yourself to work more with your head.
Okay. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
this round goes to this move. Yes. Okay. So we continue with battles.
Sultan
Okay.
from Russia.
Yeah. So guys, before was Russia versus Russia. After was Vietnam versus Vietnam, and now Russia versus Vietnam.
Damn, is it
Sultan
real?
versus Beam. So Sultan, you start first. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Okay, so just let's wait. No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
no. Just wait.
Okay,
Let's
stop.
pause and wait the upload till the end.
Something happens with internet.
Yes. Maybe because of the snow outside.
I don't know. Okay, so let's try to watch it. Okay, no. Okay, sorry, but no, we can't watch like that. So let's try what we can do. Let's watch what we can do.
So guys, we're trying to somehow refresh this video because it's really hard to see it. But when we are doing this, I will tell you about the donation line. It's over there. Yes, I hope so. So you can donate some dollar or $2 as you wish to support our platform. Yes. And now we will try one more.
Let's try one more time.
Oh, drop the camera.
Nice
No.
ending.
And the answer from Bean, Vietnam,
Okay, let's wait. Let's wait. Let's upload.
till the end. Everything.
No, no,
Strange.
no, something.
Mhm.
Something
Just
with
need to
connection.
wait. Yes. The weather is changing today. Maybe that's why. Or maybe too much people in one time in the internet.
Oh,
We don't know.
Green Tech is watching us. Name of the song, please.
You can ask our
Gangsta.
DJ.
Yeah, DJ KA.
KA.
Can find him.
We will post the link to his account on Instagram. So you can text him and say, dope beats, bro, or something like that.
Yeah.
So
let's try. Let's try.
No, it's not a half. Let's wait for a little bit to take a look. Everything in 1 moment.
Think so? Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, judges. Judges,
Are
judges,
you here?
judges. No. Okay.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
but I think we need to ask first one, Sheva. Sheva, what is your decision?
Yeah, I'll be the first one this time. Okay, so so in this round, I'll vote for the Bean because of the way he was clean and controlled with the music, the way he was patient with what he was doing. Sultan, your musicality is dope, but you need to work on some aspects to clean to clear up your dance. At first, think of your poem because every time it's really messy. It doesn't say anything. You like this. Try to think more about also moving your head because you dance like this. Even though you turn like that and also work on your pop because it sometimes is really also messy, kind of messy. Try to push harder. I know you can do it. I know you, brother, and I know that you will work and you work a lot, and you need to work more.
Okay, so
thank you.
Abilix, let's go with you.
Okay. So for me also it's forbidden, but I have different feedback or feed forward. Feed forward is better. Let's focus on what you did good. I thought that you were really strong and you have really good ground moves and you have already, how can I say, you're on a good path already. But I do think that you're missing a flow from beginning to the end of the music. And it's like, it's kind of like you're putting on the light and turning off the light all the time. So it's kind of like, oh, it's so nice. And then, oops, it disconnects, it connects and disconnects all the time. So I think just try to find the flow. Like, it's more like dance more than just executing technique. So I think Bin for me was better this time, but good job, Sultan.
Thank you. Okay, and Chris, what about you?
Yeah, someone is writing in comments. Ha ha ha! Yeah, Vietnam. That's cool. That's so that you
That's
guys
nice support.
together.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And
So yeah, my voice was also for Bean. I've been watching this guy already like third edition, and for me, like from the first one, he was dope. And guys, I think all of us see him really evolving.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
becoming better and better. He reads our advice and he becomes better. And yeah, Sultan, as I tell you, like maybe for last 2 years, what Obelix told you right now, you need some more really logic. And if you start some movement or concept, you have to finish it. You cannot just do like wave and then straight switch off the camera. That's like you cannot do it that like later in real battles. That doesn't work like that. So yeah, you have, and yeah, and I agree with Sheva also about your palms. I think you took it from me also because I'm weak here because I'm a woman. So yeah, maybe you just have to work more on popping in positions and not just swinging your hands all the time. Yeah. So I guess Bin won.
Okay,
Okay, so
thank you.
Bean is the winner of this round. Okay.
Okay.
And
Someone texting green.
so yeah, Green Tech is watching us, but not green. I think maybe blue
tag.
Tech, Red Tech, or something.
Okay, let's go to the battles,
Okay.
guys. Battle
Last top 16 battle. Gev Sam versus Ibrasha. Peru versus Russia Ukraine. Okay, Gev Sam,
Hi.
let's go with you. So let's download a little bit.
It's faster.
Yeah, now it's better. Let's try. Whoops! No, it's not okay.
But it was fast.
Before.
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. Thank you,
Yeah.
Gev Sam.
And Ibrasha.
Ibrasha. Okay, okay, okay. Wait
Let's
a little
wait.
bit. No, 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 don't
We
go.
already know this trick.
Okay, so judges sending to watch, and then we're going to ask them their decision. Okay, let me get ready. Judges, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's start with
Obelix.
with Obelix. Let's go.
Obelix, what you think? Who is the winner for you? I think.
Oh.
I hope he's here.
I think he put the picture and gone somewhere. Obelix, we are waiting for you.
Great time stuff.
Okay, so
Let's go to Sheva was first. No, let's go to Chris.
He wanted to be first.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so for me, that was really difficult to judge this one because there's so much difference. Like skill, like they're like for me, like looked like two different styles of dance, not like two poppers. That was so really different. But well, I was like I was sure that for me, Jeff Sam, right? Jeff Sam won from the beginning. I was like, yeah, he's dope. He took it, but like in the second half of video of Ibrasha, he was like he broke it for me. He did so many good like concepts, and he switched music, he switched levels, he was moving and popping. So for me, like he really did more in this round. So I give it to him, to Ibrasha. Still, Jeff Sang was dope.
Thank you.
okay. So Abilix,
Probably,
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, it was just something with the internet that fell down after the battle, so no problem.
no
So
problem.
I think also felt like Chris said. I thought that Jeff Sam was really dope. He has really good. He's really original, mainly on his footwork and in, like leg work. But I think he misses the connection between legs and arms. So sometimes it looks like he's just working legs. If you look to Kite has also legs where he connects with the rest of his body. So I really think that the second guy took it for me because he was more complete throughout the whole round. So the second guy is Ibrahim, right? Ibrahim?
Brasha.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the second guy took it for me now.
Okay, thank you so much.
And my vote doesn't matter, but I'll go for Jeff this time because for me, Ibrahim was lost in his round. In a half of a round, three times I felt that he's rushing himself to do something or pushing himself to do something. Even though in a technical aspect, also Ibrahim, what I advise you for the next round because he's fast, try to maybe put more lightning on your dance because the quality of the video up because you don't record, or maybe you will record next round later. So the quality of the video is it's something that makes the difference. I know you in live, I know how you dance in live, but I have to judge what I see right now
Yeah.
during the video. So for me, Jeff, also what I give you the advice when you do the waves and when you do the weighting, try to really work it out to make it look good. Try to isolate your hands more and try to isolate your body more. And Ibrahim, don't rush yourself. Take your time, be patient because I know you're a dope and I know you're a dancer. But in this round, for me, you lost yourself in the dance, and this is something that that creates kind of misunderstanding of what you want to say in your dance. So in this round, I'll go for Jeff, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Ibrahim.
Okay, thank you. So,
So-
the winner of the round is
Ibrasha.
Ibrasha.
Congratulations.
Aye.
Okay,
then-
so judges, are you ready to question answer session?
Yay.
Yeah.
You need to go to that.
I'll be back.
Okay, so
We got some questions for the people, real people from Instagram. They're asking something, and we can.
okay, so
There's no more us on the screen.
no more what?
No more I.
Just wait. Yeah, everything will be. So, guys, the first question: when you practice in a
No,
battles,
when you participate.
when you participate in a battles, what are your goals?
So, I don't know.
Obelix,
Obelix, let's start with
what's your
you.
goal?
First and foremost, when I participate in a battle, is always to showcase my style, to showcase my originality, showcase the difference between me and the rest. So, in a competitive way, in a competitive way when I participate in battles, other than the exchange, of course, because I want to exchange and I want to learn from the opponent and I want to learn from the judges and I want to learn from everyone. Other than that, on the competitive way of thinking, is just to show that that my comprehension of popping is my comprehension of popping is different and above from some other people. So that's what I think.
Okay, thank you so much. So, Sheva, what about
Okay,
you?
first, because Chris is going still somewhere.
Yeah.
So out there to check if she's in the other room. So it was during the years it was changing. When I was young, I wanted to prove people that I'm worthy being seen. I wanted to make them feel that I had something to say. When I was later on, I had like the people that I wanted to battle in this contest event battles to prove myself that that my skill or my dance is at their level, or I can compare myself to them as the dancers. And later on, when I grew up, again, I understood that it's not anymore for proving somebody something. The only person I want to prove something to is myself. So every time I participate in the battles, I challenge myself to find myself in the situation when the music is the surprise and you don't know what kind of music will be. And I want to express myself as much as possible at the moment. And honesty in dance means to be at the moment. So every time I'm letting myself to be right now when I listen to the music and when I dance and I express myself. This is the reason this kind of challenge is something that pushes me to participate in battles. It's not anymore of proving something to someone. It's more like challenging myself, because the real battle happens not during the events when you have one round and when you have 30, 45 seconds, 1 minute, and you go up to the song that it's not something you feel the best. For real battles, what I've learned, and I've had a lot of them, is the call out battles when you dance for real for 3 hours, and after 3 hours, you both are dying, but at the moment you understand that you've learned something, you understand, and you can honestly say to yourself if you won or lost this battle. So this is something that was the better lesson for me than the real life showcase battles when you have 1 minute to perform. It's more like performance and challenging for myself. It's the reason why I participate.
Okay, thank you, dope. So, Chris, what about you? You heard the question?
Yeah, I see. I
Ah.
see the
Ah.
question is written there. Yeah. So I think well, I guess I'm the youngest one here out of all judges, and also I'm a girl, so I'm a bit different. I'm not gonna be like trying to be nice. So I will say it like it is. If I participate in some battle, my goal is to win this battle. I'm like, if I go there, I want to prove myself that I can be as powerful and as strong as guys, and sometimes more powerful and strong than them, because that's my like one of my how to say, my dance is separated in two. One part is art part, when I want to express my feelings and express my how to say, my soul. And second part is like a sports part. So for me, this contests, I'm not saying battles, because I know that what happens in the world right now is not like really battles. It's just contests, like Sheva said. So for me, if I go to participate in concept, so I have to be the best dog there. If I see other dogs, I have to be sitting like the best way, looking the best way, meaning like just doing. So yeah, that's it. But for me, like battles is just one part of everything that happens there, and not sure not most important. I hate battling.
But in some case, if you are not participating to win, because no, winning is also what I said about the challenging. She's right, because like, when you don't participate for winning battle, you are not ready for the participation in the battle. Sometimes people try to do it too early, and or they even dance too long, but they are not sure of themselves enough to to have the statement as she said right now.
Yeah.
And
Can I finish?
Yes.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
thought it was.
Yeah, I didn't,
Okay.
I didn't mention
Oh,
it.
these couples.
I wanted to say that I think me is the same to a lot of dancers. For real, we all hate battling. We all get nervous, and if you don't come to this point when you get this battle as a game, not as a serious thing
Mm-hmm.
happening, it
Mm-hmm.
becomes easier. Trust me, it became easier for me. Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you.
Like,
Let's move to the next question.
Okay,
So,
Lafine.
Lafin, if you remember this guy from
Kitchen?
Kitchen, yeah,
This
I think it's
lovely kitchen
I
is the
think it's
best
question from him. So, thinking back, single most important piece of advice that helped you to improve.
So
mhm.
Uh huh.
let's start with Sheva. What you think about this question?
Mm. For me, you know, I when I started dancing, I wanted to be a student of someone, but it was impossible for me to be exactly the student of someone because I was far away from the dancers. So I was the student of everyone. I was learning from really, really lots of people and small things. But the person that changed my thinking in a dance a lot was the guy connected with the contemporary culture, and his name is Jacek Owczarek. And I think that the biggest advice that helped me a lot to understand more about the dance, it was what I said in the previous thing. What I said when he told me about honesty, when I understood what honesty in dance means.
Yeah, that's
Because
important.
sometimes when you dance, you see the dancer and you feel that he speaks right now. You feel that he says something, and you feel that sometimes he's lost or sometimes he feels nervous, and you never fake the energy. The people are not able to fake the energy of what's happening during the dance. So when I understood that to be honest, you have to be at the moment of what you are doing. You don't think forward, you don't think back, you don't think what you did before, and you don't think what you are going to do. But you think at the moment you are doing something right now, and as deep as you are focused on this thing, I understood that I want to dance differently. I didn't want to, you know, be mad about what I did and I did wrong or what I want to do to look better. I just want to focus on what's happening when I dance. So this was the advice from the guy from the contemporary culture, but I think it was something that changed a lot of my thinking, during the dance.
Thank you, Sheva. Okay,
So
Chris, what about
Yeah.
you?
I'll be.
In my life, still, I sound like really young compared to him. So, but I'm not ashamed. I'm okay. But really, for me, the words which I will never forget came from Nelson from France. I met him when I won like first of my battles in 2013. The Respect My Talent in Russia. So he was a judge, and I asked him like, what do I have to do? It's really hard for me. Like I don't know. I feel bad when I'm battling because women we don't have this real energy like being strong. I want to kick asses. I'm so strong. I don't have it. So he told me this thing. He told me like as a woman you will have to practice 2 times more every day than any guy because you're like weak. You don't have muscles, you don't have power, you don't have right mindset for battling because our mindset is different. But when you do that and you will appear in popping scene like in the same level with guys, you will be twice stronger than them because you have this woman energy. So every time I want to give up, and it happened a lot of times for different reasons. Every time I feel weak, I just remind myself that I just have to keep going a bit more, and this moment someday will happen that I will be really strong. That's it.
okay, got you. Thank you so much.
Simple, but yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I think the biggest piece of advice helped me improve was after a lot of advices from a lot of people that I heard. I think I had to start. I had so many things like people saying to me, "You have to be like this. You have to be like this. You have to pop more like this. You have to pop more like this." that I had to stop and listen to myself. And when I listened to myself, I discovered that the knowledge is within already. So the other people, they are just giving you things that you already know, but it's just like keys to open your own doors, right? So if you search for your keys inside, I think it will be easier for you to get this piece of advice. So my piece of advice for you is, for me to be able to inspire you, you have to inspire me first, because it's recycling. It's something recycling. It's something that it has to happen always. So for me to be able to give you a piece of advice, I had to learn first from you to be able to give you a piece of advice. So think about that.
Okay, so.
Okay, interesting. Thank you.
Okay, judges,
Thank
let's
you.
move to the next
No,
question.
please, no. I want to say big thanks to Green Tech for supporting us and donating some money. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's dope.
What's up, green?
But it's not green.
It's not green. Maybe it's blue or red. But
Not green.
thank you.
Not,
Thank
not
you.
green tech. Okay, judges, next question.
So, do you believe that a lot of popping competitions are biased towards a certain way of popping?
The question
One
from
more.
Jimmy Saito. He was participating today, if you remember.
And also, he was dancing in the wood. I remember this.
Yeah, remember this round from last edition when he was dancing at wood at night with this axe, like.
Yes, everyone remember that. So let's start. I don't know who wants to start. Maybe.
I don't want to.
Okay, so let's go to Obelix.
Okay, so I don't believe that a popping competition is biased. I believe that judges are biased because the competition cannot be biased. So I believe that there's a lot of judges that still think that popping has to be done a certain way. Although popping is just a technique and the style comes from your self-expression. So if the judges cannot see your self-expression, then they are biased or they are bad judges. Simple. So I don't think a popping competition will ever be biased. It's the judges or the fault of the organizer that doesn't know how to pick up good judges, because there's a lot of good judges. So you just have to know how to pick them. So I do, to answer your question, there are, of course, biased judges, and I already met a lot of judges that were biased and suffered with it also. But I think it's all a learning phase. So I think if you have this understanding in your mind, it will be easier for you to go through all of these problems and little things that are here in the popping universe. But I think I hope I answered your question.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I totally agree. And it's hard to add something. Maybe just, the thing that I understood after some years, that when people judge, it's hard to create a system that makes them judge certain way. Many people, of what I understand, they judge just because of the preferences they have. And lots of people have different preferences, and there is that community that created, the community preference. Let's say like that. And I think it's, for me personally, it's bad that people create one way to express themselves, to put it in a frame. Because as long as it's free, as it makes people happy, as long as it gives them possibility to talk through the dance, it's amazing. But when you put people only in the frame, it will lose its expression. So I agree with all of it. When I think of judging, the elements that's supposed to be like the first one, second one, and so on. There is lots of things that are similar, so people can choose by themselves, like musicality, like technique, like creativity. These three are main ones that people choose very often. For me, my personal way of looking at the dance is like the understanding of the body as a simple way of the technical movement, and musicality being on beat and understanding being on beat. Second thing is musicality as what you can hear that I don't hear, and what you understand through the music that I don't understand. The third thing is the creativity, your style, and things you add. And the last thing after all of that is my preferences. The last thing what I choose from is my preferences. There are dancers that they have style that in my aesthetical way I don't like. I think it's messy. I don't like it. It doesn't look good for me as the style. But in this first aspect, they are good. So every time I will vote for them, and I don't care. My preferences are is something about the things that describe the popping as itself or the movement as itself. So that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And Chris, what about your
Uh,
answer?
Do you?
yeah, I agree. I think I have almost nothing to add except for my vision of dance is I think it's impossible to judge objectively. It's impossible. You can't do that. Every like for a long time, for example, I remember like 7 years ago, every popper came to judge and told you have to pop. Pop is the most important. You have to pop. If you don't pop, you don't pass. Then it changed. Then you had to be doing something else. You had to be, I don't know, you had to be like grooving. You had to be doing concepts. You had to be in the music. You had to be blah 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 blah. So for me, it's just like times change. We change, the community changes, some new people come, so it's just a moment, just a lottery. It all depends on which music you get, who is judging, how you feel, and that's just you don't have to take it too seriously. Like just like you didn't win today this lottery, so you will win tomorrow. If you're good enough, everyone will show to you. If you're like really the best one, everyone will vote for you. That's it.
So
Yeah,
you
that's
just have to
No
push.
chance. You just have to be like really better, like better.
And you have to push. But I know the dancers that they lost their career because of the fact that they were really good and expressed themselves in a proper way, but somebody that they didn't prefer what they did and they stopped dancing. And I think that judges need to take the responsibility of the culture. They need to take the responsibility of the decisions to not to hurt dancers and people that's supposed to be somewhere, and because of their preferences we lost somebody good in this culture that could bring something nice in this culture, but it's because of the judge preferences we lost this person, just because he thought that he doesn't fit to what we expect from him. So we have to be really really responsible when we judge.
that's true.
Yes,
That's
but
true.
it's a game. Battle, it's a game.
Oh, okay, okay, judges. The next question from Anazi from Latvia. What is more important in popping style?
Pop?
I like you're laughing, Alex.
So popping style is about pop, position, and dance. So this is the most important. The better you pop, the cleaner you are doing your positions, and the more you understand your body, and the better you're grooving, dancing, and understanding the music. That's it.
Thanks,
Feel
thanks.
free to do whatever.
Okay.
Right.
Easy
I
answer.
yeah, I have a different perspective. I think the most important in the popping style, first before everything, before the style, you have to dance. So if you don't dance, you don't have a style. So the most important in the popping style is being yourself and understanding dance, being able to dance and express yourself. So if you if you're searching for what's the most important in the popping style technique, then it's what Sheva and Chris said. But on popping style itself, it's first dance. Dance is always first. Connection with the music, being one with the music, being one with yourself. That's it.
Thank you, Obelix. Okay, so let's move to the next
How about
question.
Chris?
But Chris answered. Pop.
I was kidding actually about pop,
Maybe-
but yeah, I agree with Obelix. Dance is first. The dance is first in any style. For me, like before, they had no styles. They were just dancing. So yeah.
Thank you,
Okay,
thank you. So the next
So-
question, next question, next
We
question
got some questions
Oh.
also.
from
So,
Alice from Latvia is asking you: are you using the characters in your freestyle?
so let's go with
Let's go like
Sheva.
this. If you use it, what kind of character it is?
And let's start with Sheva because we speak everyone in one time.
Okay.
Wild rabbit style. This is my favorite one. No, there is like, there is two types of this kind of like way of thinking, because when we talk about the personality and the character I put in my dance, there is some ways of dancing and understanding the music that I feel that are fitting the most to express myself. So, for example, when I had the heartbeat, I feel like I'm, destroying something. When I have the soft R&B music, I feel like in club. So it's Sheva that goes to the club and wants to just do the two step. So or I'm falling in love, with some this person,
Oh.
or with the music. There is characters that I want to that are helping me to express myself, and when I describe this person, who's this guy that goes to the club to dance to the R&B music, or when I listen to the funk music and I want to feel like there is 70s again, and I want to feel funky and feeling good with what I do, and there is the characters that I use, especially are connected with the music, and there are some like certain types of music that we use in popular culture to dance this dance to. So I created them connected to that. But besides of that, I have lots of characters and lots of you know thinking ways that I cover my dance with, as we talk about the animation style, because in animation style, the basic of the animation is to create the character. There is no animation without the character, without the something you create, without the monster, without the concept, without the way you talk. There is no animation without creating yourself as the kind of character. So when I use the animation in dance, wow, there is so many of them. I have millions of them. Millions of them inspired by the everything that I get it from, from the books, from the movies, from the games, from everywhere. So it's many, many, many.
Okay, thank you for your answer. It's really nice.
So, Chris, what about you?
Uh,
I'm
no,
sure you're using. I'm sure.
no.
I'm sure. Yeah, I saw you when you were going like 100%.
That's just that's just my normal news when I'm angry.
So angry Chris is character too.
Chris, there is home version of Chris and there is popping version of Chris.
Yeah,
The
Oh.
one is the one is like really nice pet that you can hug and you can touch, and there is second one when she dances, there is this kind of monster that you cannot go to because it bites and it's.
well, okay. I will try to be like pretty short. That's true about like me being two different Chris's, maybe even three different Chris's. That all comes from my childhood troubles and mental problems when I was young. As a teenager, I really had terrible things to survive. So yeah, sometimes I just try to put all my bad things to my dance as an art to express my sadness and everything else. And sometimes my dance is based on me being happy about what life I can live and how I'm free and how nice to be a dancer and a dancer with so many different cool people around the world. For example, met my boyfriend thanks to dancing. Yeah, I'm really sometimes I'm really happy, sometimes I'm sad, and that's just the basic needs. I don't have really animation characters or anything like that because I have some problems with logical thinking and creating. So but I'm sure like later I will come up with them a bit later.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Cool, thank you. So, Abelix, you changed the room. So,
Yeah, no, no. I'm just setting up.
He
I'm
will
just
show
setting
his character now.
up. So I think, in my case, character always appeared directly correlated to the emotion I was feeling on the era I was in, right? So there was times that I was really focused in popping as a style, or focused in house as a style, or focused in hip hop as a style, or I was moving houses, or I was had a breakup with a girlfriend, or or someone in my family died or something. So popping is directly correlated. Like I would interpret every emotion really long. So I would stay 5, 6, 7 months, 8 months feeding on that emotion. So I would create a character just for that emotion. So yes, I can say that since the beginning of my dance till now, conscious or unconsciously, I always work with characters, and I always base my dance in characters because I think if there's no character, there is no dance. So they are both correlated. So even or conscious or unconsciously, you have to have a character. And if you make a character on purpose for that dance, I think it will slowly cut your dance off because you are trying to force something instead of making it organic or natural. So I think it's better just to work on the character that life brings you instead of making a new character. So that's my answer.
Interesting.
Okay,
I
thank
want to
you.
add something. I want to add
Yes,
something.
yes, yes.
Really
Let's
hard.
Discussion
Discussion
time.
time. I will be in the opposition right now, in kind of way because I was as a child and as a dancer and as the person talking to the dance coach, I was crazy shy. I was like really afraid of coming to the people and talking to them. Doing class for somebody was something that I was not, expecting to do happen anytime in my life. And the first person that I created myself in this dance culture was the guy that was crazy, crazy self-confident on the dance floor. I was really coming to everybody and trying to express myself that I'm super confident, that I'm super dope, that I'm amazingly dope. Even though inside I didn't feel myself this way because I was too shy. But this person that I created in the dance started to influence my regular life person. This person that I created, this kind of guy that I built myself for myself, this kind of guy that I wanted to show on the dance floor as an artist. As an artist, I don't have to draw my portrait all the time. I can draw anything. I can play the roles also as an artist if I'm really good in playing some roles. I understand how to do it to make people believe that and how to make myself first of all believe in that. So when I started to believe that this person on the dance floor exists, and when I started to believe that that I'm this kind of guy that can be really self-confident, I started to move to my regular life, and I started to be more confident in the regular life. I started to be more open-minded to talk to the people, to not to be afraid of being with people, to not to be afraid of socializing and finding other people around. And in the beginning, it was crazy hard. I remember my first event. I was so shy. I was not able to say hi to anybody. I was just standing by the wall like this and watching everybody and being like, wow, they are so nice. I want to be a part of this culture, but I don't know how. And after being, this character on the dance floor, it helped me really a lot to go outside of my box of being shy and go out, like express myself.
Sheva, it's a good point that you started to talk about that because we can mix this question with the next question. I think it will be last question for today.
I also got a question.
And the question, what's the most important advice can you give for beginners and for other dancers?
That's easy. I can start if you guys want.
Yeah, let's go.
Let go.
Let's go.
So for me, the most important advice I can give for beginners and other dancers would be trust trust yourself first and love yourself first. So every time that you get advice from other people, try to use a filter, and the filter cannot be your ego, but it has to be your heart. So trust yourself first. Trust yourself first, and love yourself first, and I think everything will come from that point. And maybe it will be like some will be confusing for maybe beginners. They'll be like, okay, but love, I don't know what love has to do. It has to be everything. It has to be. I think it's a starting point for everything. So um, I think it's really just to love yourself first, and then make sure that you're unique. And to be unique, you have to be yourself, individual. So try to show always the inner part of you instead of the part that everyone wants to see outside. So don't be like confused that okay, they want a dancer like this, so I have to imitate this guy, so I have to imitate this guy to be the best. No, you have to be yourself only. That's it. So I think that's the best advice I can give to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Obelix. Chris, what about your advice? Do you get some advices?
Um, well, I'm still myself the one who needs a lot of advices, and I'm happy to get them. But I agree with Obelix, but for me it was different when I was a beginner because I was not able really to love myself. I was more like hating myself because of my mentality and background things. So what really happened to me when I was in this state of mind is love to the music. So for me, it's like just love music, and even if you feel bad about yourself or about your dance, just find some music and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Okay,
I'll
thank you.
add something to it. As a beginner, I totally agree with what Obelix also said, that you have to, and also I'll add two things. When you're a beginner dancer, everything you have, it's you have to take it, you have to look at it, and also be patient. It's the dance for the people that are patient. In popping, nothing comes too easy, and nothing comes without the experience, and nothing comes without the time you spend on practicing and doing something. People right now are not too patient. They want everything fast. They want it too fast.
Yes.
And in popping, it doesn't happen. You have to take your time, relax, sit down, sit back, take your time, practice, and if you will be patient, it will come one day. It just you don't force yourself sometimes to be already there or like already there, because if you'll be pushing yourself too much, it will be dishonesty, a lot of dishonesty in your dance. And the second thing, for the dancers that already do something, and many years you do something and you feel like there is nothing happening, and nothing's changing, you have to, what I've learned, and from her, not only from her, but I understood it, but she showed me this very often as a human during the day. Be as a child, be the person that always finds something in the life, that or looks at something many times as a child, like it's something new. Be as a child, discover the world every time, discover your dance every time as something new, because when you are further, so every time you feel like a child, it helps you to discover more, and also fulfill yourself, not only with dance, because the best dancers are the people that are inspiring as a humans. So you have to read, you have to find many things that will fulfill you as a person, because the more subjects you have as a person to talk about, the more subjects you will have as a dancer to talk about. So if you are empty and you just focus on one thing, then you will stop on this one thing, and you have to fulfill yourself with the things that are outside of this culture. And when you will find them out, it will help you a lot with your dance and with your expression in the dance.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Okay, thank you, Sheva.
thank you guys for the answers
Okay, judges, are you ready?
to
I
the
just I will
battle.
just close the window quickly, okay?
Yeah,
The sun
Okay.
is shining
easy,
terribly.
easy. Okay, so we're continuing with top 8 battles.
Yeah, and I want to say,
Let's go.
Yes,
I've
top
just discovered
8.
mango cola as a child.
Wow, yeah.
Let's go.
We have mango Pepsi, something new.
yeah.
Nice.
So,
I
guys,
discovered that
Yeah,
as a child.
yeah. We're kids right now. Okay, we're turning off the microphone and let's
yeah,
go.
thank you. So, I just want to tell big thanks to HuiTK for supporting us and for your donation. Thank you so much. It's really important to us, and thank you so much.
And also, I want to say big thanks, big shout out to our man Mark from Bad Manners because you see this, how it looks, because
Sauvage.
he helped us to make everything this. So, Mark,
Yeah, Mark, thank you so much.
yeah, one
You're,
love.
you got some crazy brain.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't understand you.
Yeah, but really, he put a lot of energy in this one. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay,
so let's go to the battles. And
so top 8. We got 4 battles. Neo Boogie versus Krisha. Krisha G.
sorry for this name. Yeah, we pronounce it not right. Kriyash.
Okay, Beowulf versus Huiti K. Serge versus D Smooth. And Bean versus Ibrasha. Okay, let's go with the first battle. Neo Boogie from Italy.
Let's wait a little bit better, no? Just let's wait to see.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready. Yeah, let's wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bam!
Bam! Dope, thank
you,
you.
Neo Boogie.
And Poland in the house was really strange, not strange, hard name for us.
Just for us.
Just for us.
I think it sounds
Chris
like
and Sheva says like
Krisha G. Krisha G.
maybe yes. Sorry us for this.
Okay, Poland, let's go. Okay, no. Let's wait. Let's wait.
Again, the same track.
Wait on it.
Let's cancel that first. So
a little bit.
it uploads. You know, it's online.
Let's try now. Okay, I know what we can do. It's taking
too good.
Too good quality for us. Too good for us. Let's go like this. Yeah.
This ending.
Okay, judges. Oh, they're still watching. Yes.
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 Well, they're still watching, I think.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so you're here, and we need your decision. So
Who want to start with?
let's go with the Sheva. He's really near to camera.
Yay! Okay, so this one I'll give for Neo Boogie from Italy. Kriha, I know this guy, and I know that he knows already, but I will tell this here also. You need to work on your pop and technique of your pop. But what I've understood, and this was the case when the thing you took with your hands, it can be your really big ability when you do it right. Because this bottle was something that was looking clean and helped to create really nice concept of moving. So in this case, this bottle was something that was for me interesting, and I was watching it like, oh, it's really interesting where it will go, and he was still controlling himself with what he was doing. But in this aspect, he needs to just work more on the technical aspect of popping, work more on pop, and work more on being more clean with the positions. But keep practicing.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
Got
one
you.
to Neo Boogie.
Yes, Abelix, what about your decision?
I agree. I totally agree with Sheva. I would go also for Yobugi. I think for the second guy, I forgot his name already, but anyway. So I would say for him to work really on this texture of power, because it's a little bit like he's going from movement to movement, but his power is not there yet. So I think Neo Boogie on this part on the technique of popping, he was better. But the other guy was way fresh. Like he's really fresh with his concepts and stuff, but he has to work a little bit on this texture.
Got
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Chris, what about you?
I have nothing to add. I was like completely the same as guys told. Like I gave it to Neo for sure, and Kreha just needs to work on his pop power and pop power and then pop power, and that's it. He's already dope in anything else.
Can you tell one more time his name?
Kriha
Kreha.
G.
Kriha G.
Okay, Kriha, we
Kriha
respect
G.
you.
I was something
Yeah,
about.
really close. Okay, guys, thank you. So the winner of the battle is Neo Boogie from Italy.
First semi-finalists.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, judges, we're moving to the second battle. Biol Wolf versus Hu TK. Russia versus Vietnam again. Okay, Biol Wolf, show us what you got. But before, let's check everything. Okay.
Let's wait to upload the video till the end. Toots, toots, toots. And guys, don't miss about the donation line. You can see everything is changing, and we got some plans. So help us to realize it. Yeah.
Okay.
Realize it.
Biol
Let's
Wolf,
go.
let's
Biol
go.
Wolf. Yeah, thank you. And the answer from KuiTK. Let's go.
Let's check everything
Vietnam.
like this.
New place.
No, the same.
Yeah, I see the shoes. A lot of shoes, though. A lot of water.
Hu TK, let's go.
Yo, yo, yo.
Okay. 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 So let's start this time with Obelix.
Right.
So this time, I would have to give it for QDK. I think he was overall he was how can I say more creative, more in contact with the music, more how can I say? I think the overall round was higher energy, higher creativity, higher musicality. So although Beowulf was really strong technically, he was a little bit too much inside of the same box. So he was always like on the same phrase, say safe. But he was really good, both of them. So for me, it's UDK this time.
Okay, thank you. So, Chris, what about your decision?
I agree. I was actually I was amazed by this round of guy from Vietnam. He's dope. He's really wow. Uh, yeah. Well, Beowulf was actually really good. But I agree with Obelix. He was in his safe zone. He didn't go like out of himself, out in space, in musicality, out in power. Like yeah, and this guy, QTK, he was like wow, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I give it to him definitely.
dope. Thank
No,
you,
I'll
Sheva.
be I'll be the same. Also, I'll give the piece of advice for the Beowulf. There was one moment I said like if you would keep it this way, it would be really nice and it would be hard to judge. When you did the footwork and you started to do something really different in the dynamics of your dance, was like now now. And if you would follow this small part and develop it, add some energy into it, it would be much better. But you then progressed, and I see that you work a lot. You use this quarantine time, but also QTK guy. We've seen you before also, and this is next level what you do.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we see that you practice also at home, and it's so amazing to see you guys and see you developing yourself, and yeah, and it's amazing. It's
And
amazing. So yeah, so we already know.
yeah, thank you.
Can I ask one thing? Did Beowulf does Toyman style in his round?
He's from Vladivostok.
He's from Vladivostok.
No, no, I'm talking about Toyman. If he was using Toyman style now in his round.
He was using one on the previous one for sure.
In previous one for sure.
And
In
with
this
this
one,
one, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Maybe
Ah.
he was just.
Maybe some conditions, but in previous one for sure he was using.
Okay.
In this one it was kind of
more like
fucking
posing, like
imposing more.
Okay, just Pepka was asking yesterday what is Toyman, and I was like, no, see, this is.
Yeah. So, guys, I wanna say
Say.
that the winner of the round is HooTK. Yes. Let's go
Congratulations.
to the next one.
Okay, we're moving to the
Number
next
three.
battle.
Number 3.
Serge versus D Smooth. Oh, again, Russia versus Vietnam. Today's Russia versus Vietnam battles. Nice, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
Russia, you start first. Serge.
Sergio, let's wait the
Yeah, let's check everything.
my bet. It's good. Okay.
Okay.
It's not cold outside in Russia.
I don't know. Okay, let's try it. Thank you, Serge. And this smooth your answer. But wait a little bit.
This smooth from
Smooth.
Vietnam. Yeah. So
Okay.
the best club.
Okay, judges. Okay.
So we need your decision, and I think we need to start from Chris.
Yeah, from Chris. But let's wait, Shev and Chris.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Just and watch. So.
Okay, Chris, you go first.
Okay. My vote goes for Serge in this round. I felt like this move before he was more like calm down, and his dance was like one whole story. And then this round, he really, I felt like he bit lost himself. He was trying to do this and then that, like some cuts, and then straight to some positioning. So yeah, so for me, it was just not really how to say really logical. Anyway, yeah, he has a dope power and dope technique. He just has to keep going and keep getting some experience, maybe. And Serge, he looked for me really like experienced, like calm down and just like straight on point. Like here is that sound, he shows that sound and just keeps going. So I give it to Serge.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So next, going. Sheva, you're next.
Yay. Okay, so for me, I'll vote the same. I'll go for Serge because of the aspect of how he was playing with his dance and taking his time to say something through the dance. I felt like this move is amazing and his technique is amazing, but he was pushing himself too much in this round. He was trying to prove something during his movement more than taking his time to just say something through his dance. Because in his technical aspect, in his previous round, and he has enough of the technique and of the texture and composition to fulfill it this way that he feels like he controls everything. And in this one, I feel he pushed himself too much. He broke this moment when it's not anymore comfortable to to follow what he's doing. I think he lost himself in this round, so I'll go for Serge in this round.
Okay.
Thank you, Sheva.
Thank you.
Obelix, what about you?
Yes, I think the same. I think Serge was way more controlled overall. And I think although this move had a lot of creative moments, he had a lot of creative, how can I say, concepts. But I think he was thinking too much at certain points. He was just thinking too much in his head. So Serge was way cleaner overall. So I think I would go to Serge this time.
Okay,
But
so
Vietnam, you are amazing. Vietnam, these dancers. Oh, thank you for being here with us, and your country is damn strong.
they're still in battle, so
Yeah.
No,
just
no.
wait.
One love, guys. One love.
Vietnam will show everything what they got. Okay, the
Let's
winner
go.
of this round is Serge!
Congratulations!
Okay, Judges, so we're moving to the last quarterfinal battle.
Aye.
Bean versus Russia. Again Vietnam and again Russia, but Russia with Ukraine now.
Okay, guys, please turn off your microphones. Yep. And we go to the video.
Okay.
Yes, so Bean.
Bean. So no.
No, we
Let's
know
let's
this.
let's make everything better.
Mhm.
Okay. Bean, Vietnam. Let's go.
Alright, thank you,
Nice.
Bean.
Nice.
Good job.
Nice. Nice
And we
round.
go to Russia, from Russia and Ukraine.
Okay. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
No,
Let's make.
you know everything already.
Yeah. Now it will be better. Okay.
Just wait for the half, like to see everything clear.
Okay. Russia, Ukraine. Let's go.
Ah, yeah, good. Okay.
Let's wait our judges. Okay, so we're finishing. So now we go.
Okay.
Okay, so we
So, guys, we need your decision, and let's start with Sheva.
Wow, damn hard, you know. This battle was really hard for me to judge. They're really different in the styles, and they use if it would be passable, if it not would be the internet event, I would ask for one more round, you know.
we can we can watch one more time.
if you wanna.
Yay! You know, it's like for me, it's really hard to judge this one. Okay, I'll go I'll go for Bin in this one. I'll go for Bin because of his, being consequent in his cleanness and his understanding of the body and what he's doing in his dance more. But Ibrahim in this round was 10 times better than in the previous one. Sometimes I felt that he's trying again to do much more stuff that he's able to do at the moment, but it still was much more controlled and much more better in a technical way. Just my advice: try to clean more your hands also, and try to clean your posture, because very often I feel that you go in here and it make your moves much shorter when you are here with your corpse. So you have to sometimes straighten up yourself, use your head to make it look wider, and to make it look better in the composition of how you take your space in the dance. But at all, this battle was really tough and really hard for me to judge. It was really close.
Yeah, but this is why we speak with you, not just showing the hands, because
Yeah, it's
Understand?
cool.
it's important for dancers to understand and to feel that sometimes it's
Yeah,
so close.
it's really close. Yeah, it's really close.
Okay, Chris, what about your decision?
Me, Obelix, they
Let let
texted they
Chris,
texted people
Chris,
to
no, we
be
can
like
ask him
more.
also.
Yeah, I'm not confused.
They say
With
like
me,
me, one more round, as I see. No.
Yeah,
So,
I would be for one more round also. That's hard to judge, really. Like, well, Ibrahim from Russia, he was like, as Sheva said, like 10 times better than any of his rounds I've seen before in my life.
Cool.
He was like he was strong. He was calm, experienced, like using space, playing with music, showing different technique. Uh, and Bin, he was less using space, less moving, like basically he was in one place. Um, Less energetic, as I've seen in the video, but he was really precise in his technique and in what he wants to show. He was like, for me, that was like really wow. It inspired me so much. It's so hard. I know how hard it is to be like this precise doing what you really want to do. So yeah, for me that's hard. Yeah, I need to think more. Wait.
okay,
okay,
let's ask
we'll go to
Abilix.
Obelix. What you think?
if you ask me, our food doesn't count anymore.
Ah, yeah, true.
Yeah.
You can influence my decision. So yeah, let me finish it because it's not fair. So I
Yeah.
give this one to Ibrahim. For me, it was him now because he was more energetic. And if I'm talking and thinking about battles, for me, energy is one of the things which counts. Because we're not alive, it's hard to judge. But if we would be alive, let's imagine it would be like a lot more energy.
Okay,
So
judges. I just,
Yes. Yes.
I just can I say one thing? Uh, maybe it will be strange, but I asked Ibrahim and Bin, do they have Zoom?
Uh-huh.
And maybe if they have Zoom, we can connect them and ask for one more round.
yeah,
We can.
yeah, let's do that.
So
Let's go.
Ibrahim is saying that he has Zoom,
Oh,
but I will ask Bin now. No, he don't have.
ah,
Okay.
sad.
So,
Download it
Okay,
like really fast.
okay, so let's go to the Obelix opinion.
Yeah,
Or
let's
what?
okay,
ask
Or
so
what? Or what?
for me, for
Okay,
me, I
wait.
agree with both,
Obelix,
with
Obelix,
Chris and Sheva.
Obelix.
I agree with Chris and Sheva, but in my opinion, I think Ibrahim was better on this time, just because I think he could create overall technique over a lot of different styles. So I think going from style to style requires a lot of ability to go from style to style and to have like a smooth transition between style to style. And although I really appreciate Ben's creativity and Ben's technicality, uh, he was inside of one thing. Although he's really good at one thing, the other one showed that he can go from style to style to style to style, and showed like a not just like with cuts like this is a style, but really like just a thing with no cuts. So I think Ibrahim for me would go in this round, but for me it's also almost a tie, so it's
Mm-hmm.
difficult.
Okay, guys, thank
So
you
three
so
more rounds.
much.
People say no, 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 one more round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see it. But
Guys, this event will happen. I think it will happen more and more, many times. So
Look, we should make it alive when everything is finished. We
yeah,
should like
But
everyone
what you
come to
think?
one place.
we bring all of the winners from
about
all of the editions
With
to come to
one
one place.
Yeah,
just we're waiting now. Bean, maybe he will download Zoom, and maybe we will do this one more round online.
Ah,
it's something fresh, but let's wait 1-2 minutes.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
nice. Let's just play.
Yeah,
It's okay.
why not?
Okay, guys, in these 2 minutes, I need to tell you about the donation line, which is over there. Yep, I hope so. Yeah, so you can support us somehow and support other dancers because we want to create platform bigger. This time you can see the judges. Last event you can see it, so please support us. Yeah, and Obelix,
Yeah.
you're here. You're like in one position all the time, and I
Yeah.
don't know. Good. So yeah, we're waiting for a bean. It's interesting, but it's cool that everybody understands it's online and it can happen. Everything
Okay,
can
we
happen
will try to
today.
join Ibrahim to our chat.
But what about music?
They will put their music.
The same.
Yes, they can
Because
do the
we
same
will
song.
put the same because we got a DJ K and he gave us this track. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's do like this. Yes, sir. So, I will drink a little bit water. So, where is everyone?
I think it will be first online.
We don't know what we do. Let's just try. Sounds interesting. And I hope everybody are still here watching us and don't leave because it will be fun. I hope so. Okay. So what about Bean? And what about Ibrashigat? Yep.
Hmm?
Ibrashigat.
Yeah, he's got, and now we're waiting just be.
Bro, you're so beautiful. I mean, all of you.
Someone texted that?
Oh, always.
Huh?
No, it's not.
Okay.
So what?
I think Bean have some troubles, and
Okay,
he cannot
so
make
doesn't
this.
matter. Let's go.
Yeah.
So we're not doing this. Yep.
Next time people will be ready. Maybe we'll call you. On
Yeah,
Zoom, so-
yeah. It's first time when we are doing battles live stream, not just the pre-selection, so we can work on it.
Yeah. So in this round, win goes to Russia, from Russia and Ukraine. Woohoo! But big respect to Bean from Vietnam.
Yes.
Big respect.
Yes.
And one love, man. Keep going.
Okay, so judges, thank you for today. The semifinals and finals will be in our Instagram, so we will post 3 battles, and you will need to comment who is the winner for you.
Yes.
And if you can, of course, explain why you think like that, because it's not about the win or lose, it's more about the education and just to have fun.
Yes. Time spending
Yes.
together.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See ya.
One love.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys, so we're finishing with our live stream for popping battles, but see ya
In Instagram.
see ya in Instagram. Yeah, stay tuned.
And also see you tomorrow because tomorrow is Hip Hop Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye.